Dogmatism versus common sense. Truth is one and eternal. Realize oneness with it in your deathless self within. The following commentary is based on the teachings of Paramahansa Yogananda. In the Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 7, Jesus warns, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Wherefore their fruits you shall know them." Jesus here, as indeed many times during his teachings, counsels people to use their good given common sense, and not to rely on high-flown but undemonstrable claims. Common sense goes beyond abstract reason, for it is rooted in actual experience. Even common sense, however, is deficient when the judgment called goes beyond sensory experience. Ultimately, what he emphasizes always, therefore, was the intuitive perception. Thus, he expected more from his disciples than crude common sense, and often scolded them for being too literal-minded, as he did elsewhere when they thought his statement, "I have meat to eat that you know not of," meant that he had steaks or swan sandwiches secreted about his person. His reference, of course, was to spiritual, not material substance. Words, even though appearing in the scriptures, are no substitute from direct perception of truth. Therefore, the Bhagavad Gita says in the 2nd chapter, "The sage who knows God has a little need for the scriptures, as one might have for a pond when the whole land is covered in flood." Thus, through Holy Scripture, God has spoken to mankind. Good Sunday, great souls. The affirmation we have done before was on forgiveness. It's wonderful. I will read something to you. You could remember. If you have read the autobiography of a yogi, you could remember it, because it's there. Yogananda wrote this. Listen to this, because it's beautiful. Forgiveness is holiness. These are words for you. Forgiveness. By forgiveness, the universe is held together. Forgiveness is the might of the mighty. Forgiveness is sacrifice, or probably for the ego. Forgiveness is quiet of mind. What can this mean? Probably only if you enter silence, then true love and true forgiveness can emerge. Forgiveness, this is beautiful. Forgiveness and gentleness are the qualities of the self-possessed. They represent eternal virtue. this weekend, I saw that there are 2 new couples in Ananda family. Could be that someone had noticed, but I hadn't. Remember that in a couple, it's the maximum expression of the vow. It's for everyone, not only for 2 young couples. It's for everyone. The vow is, I will forgive you always and in every circumstance. This is not easy. And you can apply this in life. People hurt us. And if you get angry or if you become bitter or hard, it means that a little step of your spiritual evolution is missing, because the more you are in contact with your soul and you with your oneness, there you are filled with love. As Swami Kirtani said, I cannot imagine to hate. How can you hate if you're in the midst of love, pure love? Then automatically forgiveness arrives, because that's your nature. The problem is that we are too much on the surface, and meditation, Kriya Yoga, helps us go there where it's natural to love. It's not special to love, it's just natural. We have to practice this, because our ego with his emotions makes fuzz and defends his own darkness, his own negativity. But that's not you, and that's not me. You are light, you are love, you are truth. There is a beautiful chant that Yogananda sang. You remember in the autobiography of a yogi, when he becomes a Swami, when Yogananda becomes a Swami and Mukunda becomes Yogananda, he sings a song, and it's written on the autobiography. If you don't remember, I think you should reread the autobiography. It's a chant of Shankaracharya. It's beautiful. It's all in Sanskrit. It's a translation then in English and Italian. But if you know this chant, this chant says all the things that you are not. I'm not this caste, I'm not suffering, I'm not the external joy, I'm not all of these things, I'm not the 5 elements, I'm not the 5 pranas, I have no caste, I have no parents. And then at the end it says, what am I? In English it's a bit reduced, not so well said. In Sanskrit it says, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Shivoham means I am spirit. But the things that he says before, Satyam, I am truth. Shivam, I am goodness. Sundaram, I am beauty. I am beauty. Try to imagine you are beauty. And this beauty of the soul wants to express externally. It's so beautiful, and masters come to give this to you. You are not the rest of the things. Even if you're immersed in negative thoughts and actions, depression, difficult realities, it's okay, but we have to go through all of this to arrive to what we really are. And this is Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, total beauty that we can manifest. That we manifest. In this weekend we've done the Kriya Yoga. It was a beautiful Kriya Yoga week. There was the course with Darshan on what is the Kriya Yoga path. And it wants us to touch what the Kriya is. Masters don't think that this is enough. I just go into ecstasies and then I just go into a corner and meditate and keep everything to myself. They have not taught that. Let's listen to these beautiful words of Yogananda and take this seriously, because it's for you. It is the nature of God to express His perfection through man. What have I just said? It is the nature of God to express His perfection through man. His nature is to want to express through you. Please be ready for this. But man's mind is so filled with outer things of life, with many things from the outside, that there is no time nor place for the inner real self to come forth. We always have so many things to do. People that, how many go meditate regularly? Not many. That's the important thing, to give space and time to your soul and permit your soul to express through God, to express through you. You are its instrument, His child. An important part of letting God express through us is relaxation. The more you are agitated and you let others agitate you, that's against your yoga. It's against the possibility of being an instrument of the divine and of your soul. It's against the definition of yoga, that you know all. Repeat yogas. Chitti, Riti, Nirodha. Meditation means to be in silence and to find the beauty of what you are in the external life. Means be calm, because only in calmness you can become an instrument. Don't permit vortex reactions. Just relax. Swami Kirtani says to relax your heart, to smile about things that come and go. Relax and be calm, and then you can become a channel of God, as you should be. There is a beautiful affirmation of Yogananda, and for those that practice Ananda Yoga will recognize the posture that Swami has put this affirmation. It comes from Yogananda. Repeat after me. I relax and cast aside all mental burdens, that I may allow God to express through me His perfect peace, love, and wisdom. Now try to repeat and try to feel that you relax, you abandon all these vortex, and you permit God to live through you. Let's repeat again. I relax and cast aside all my mental burdens, that I may allow God to express through me His perfect peace, love, and wisdom. This world is so much in difficulty. The cities are in difficulty, and if Masters and Swami are right, it's not going to become better. So we need to have people here that are light warriors, people that go out from here bringing light to the world. It's not enough to go into a beautiful Kriya Yoga that is yours. This is, or a nice meditation for those that do not have Kriya. This is the base for all of us. But then we offer ourselves to God, and I try to be calm, relaxed. You help me to be a channel of you. And don't think of a channel being weak, because God needs strong people. The ego takes away strength. So you need to be humble and be strong. So feel my nature is strong. My soul is strong, and now I can give this to the world without fear. Think of yourself, feeling this deep thing inside of you that the masters want to awaken, and the Kriya wants to help you arrive to. Let's listen to the words of Yogananda. Let's try to go in that direction. Now feel your altar of God in your spine. Mentally, look at towards your spiritual eye. Draw all your energy totally towards the spiritual eye, and listen to these words of Yogananda. When by Kriya Yoga I open my spiritual eye, the whole world drops away from my consciousness, and God is with me. And why not? I am His child. Repeat this inside of you, especially the Kriya Bands. Draw the energy and bring it up to the spiritual eye, the divine altar, and repeat these words of Paramahansa Yogananda. When, by Kriya Yoga, I open my spiritual eye, the whole world drops away from my consciousness, and God is with me. And why not? I am His child. And then open your eyes and become His channel. The reading we have heard today of Swami Kriyananda. I don't know if you remember, because our human memory is very brief. Dogmatism against common sense. It is beautiful what Swami says, because he says, okay, it's important to have a common sense, because if not, the spiritual life becomes a fantasy, and whoever can say whatever. But he guides us. When things have to do with extrasensorial, subtle things, good sense is not logic, it's intuition. If I tell you, we all have an aura, and I insist, because I've read it somewhere, but I have never seen it. It becomes a dogmatism, like many insist, they say that what they believe, even if they haven't seen. If I see it, then it becomes a common sense. If I say great masters are light, powerful lights, and I can say and insist. I say this, and Yogananda has written it. And if someone doubts, I say I am right. This is dogmatism. Like, it exists in everything, everywhere. So what Yogananda said is that good sense means sensorial perception. If I have seen Swami Kriyananda, I have seen him as a channel. You know, many times we have moments of grace, and if I do a lesson, many put their hand up and they can tell a story of where they felt the grace. This is beautiful. And for all of us that live here, we have moments of grace. So I have also had moments of grace. I was sitting outside because I did not want to be inside the temple, because I was in seclusion, and I was in a very high state and in a blissful moment. and I saw Swami Kriyananda from other eyes, and I saw him in this incredible light, and he was, through my eyes, I could see him touch everyone. And so when someone tells me great masters are incredible, powerful lights, this is not dogmatism. It really becomes common sense. If I have never seen something like this, then I insist this is how it is. It becomes dogmatism. So what does this mean? It means that we have to go deeper and to talk from our experience. At the end, the most important thing is that you don't lose your you believe in yourself, because in the past of every man and every woman there is so much shame. We have done everything. It's very good that we don't know what we've done in past lives. I don't want to know. I have some intuition, but I really don't want to know much. Life is full of things we have done. Someone yesterday told me, I don't know if I deserve all these blessings, the Kriya, because I have done bad things. I have also taken something that wasn't mine, robbed. When you are a small soul, and the words of Swami are, God has only one chant that he sings through you. It's the same chant through. It's not different for different people. So all the darkness has to come off slowly, so you can really become what you really are. And this is our calling. In a few words, the deeper you go, you must meditate every day, work on yourself to express God, your soul, in your life. And just this can save the world. The more people are blocked in their senses, they live in their ego, and so they need people like you that go in, touch God, and then decide to become children of light in the world. This is the only way that we can save this world, for sure not through politics or other things. We really have to be those channels. So if Yogananda or Kriyananda were here, you could see through his eyes, not as a dogmatism, but you would just see all of you, wonderful souls sitting one next to another, and if he would be in front of you, he would draw that out of you. We all have to resolve things. Don't stop. We are all through the divine path, and we don't have to do anything more.